Hey, it's the Cindy's Choice Show. We're back. I'm back here with Councilman Ledford. I can't wait to jump back with him. We're going to review the council. So I guess it's been 6 months or so. I can't believe it's been that fast. But first, a quick shout out to Chicken Salad Chick. Chicken Salad Chick, Chattanooga.com. Thank you, Chicken Salad Chick. Thank you for sponsoring this platform, and thank you for having 12 wonderful recipes of Chicken Salad Chick available at 3 locations: the Gun Barrel location, the downtown location, and now at Erlanger.
Isn't that great?
I know. It's really awesome. I'm heading over there today, right after the show. No, actually, I'm heading downtown is where I'm going. And the downtown is right between Broad and Market with 7th Street on the side. Mm-hmm. You can enter from both sides of the building. So parking is not an issue because there's a bus stop in front of the Market Street entrance, but you can actually park on Broad Street and come in from that side. So there's plenty of parking at the downtown, and they have a quick drop. You can call in, and they'll actually, the curbside pickup. You can pull up to the curb, they'll run it out to you.
Wow. What a service.
Chicken Salad Chick.
We might try that in our business.
.com. It's awesome because you're right there, right?
We're on Broad Street.
You're not too far. Yeah, call it in. Yeah. They bring it out in the bag, pay over the phone. Just drop and go.
I think that's a great idea.
It is. It is. And don't forget, too, they're a wonderful catering option, of course. And that's Chicken Salad Chick, Chattanooga.com. And also, Nova Advisors. Thank you, Nova Advisors, for allowing this platform. And that they are a contingency-based business service. They find you money and reclaim money with no upfront fees.
So they don't get paid until they provide.
Exactly.
That's a deal.
In some cases, there's a small software fee. Yeah. But otherwise, they actually take their percentage, and it's a small percentage at that, out of what they find for you. Huh. And you know what's funny about this is I have some clients that were in talks for them to come on board with Cindy's Choice. And I'm like, you know what? Connect with Nova Advisors first, because the money that they can save you will pay for my services. Isn't that so if you want to know more about that, you can reach me at Cindy@Cindy'sChoice.com, Cindy@Cindy'sChoice.com, or call me at 423-661-4445. That's 423-661-4445, Cindy@Cindy'sChoice.com. And again, that's NovaAdvisors.us, NovaAdvisors.us. Again, you are listening on 92.7 FM and 95.3 FM HD4. If anybody's wondering what HD4 is. TuneIn Radio, that's an app that you can download. Shoutcast, we're on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. And Facebook as well. Did I turn Facebook back on? Hold on. Okay, now we're on Facebook.
There we are.
And again, I'm Cindy. It's Cindy's Choice to make a very positive impact in our community, cultivating community collaboration and allowing a platform here for great information for our community. And Councilman Ledford has been so generous with his time today to come spend the hour with me. And we talked about entrepreneurship. And now we're going to get into city council stuff.
Oh, hey, Sharon. How are you watching on Facebook Live?
Hey, Sharon.
And Steve, Amy. Wow, a lot of folks are jumping in there. Thanks for watching us, guys.
So this is exciting because this is our most diverse council ever.
Thank you for noticing that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you helped point that out to me. I mean, I did notice it. I was very involved. You know, I hosted a mayor debate forum and invited the council people and so forth to that. So I was like excited about what I saw happening, but you kind of reminded me of that. And I thought, most ever? That's pretty cool.
Well, that's my claim. I've been saying that for a while, and I think it's true. What's been interesting is the elections brought some new folks to the table.
Yes.
And I think that's what the people wanted.
Yes.
And also people that weren't really politically oriented or kind of maybe even really seeking the office.
People like me.
But I think that's your best candidate.
Yes. Yes.
I really do.
I think so too, because that's what I love about this platform is I'm not very political. And this is putting me in an opportunity to learn so much. And, you know, I was a news hound for years, mm-hmm. and I just kept up with everything. And at some point, it just kind of exhausted me. And quite honestly, what exhausted me was I found myself griping and complaining. But I kind of recognized I was starting to gripe and complain, but I wasn't doing anything.
There's your moment.
Exactly. That's when I lost interest.
Yep.
And now a situation or a position to help.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always had the heart to serve. Now I want to know more. I want to understand more. Because now I can get involved and I can make a difference. I just got to figure out, and that's what collaboration is about. I get really frustrated to see things duplicated if those people would just pull together, they could do so much more together when they're duplicated independently. So that's why I'm sitting back and waiting. Where is my help needed? And I'm already starting to recognize some areas where there's no one helping here. There's no one doing this. So that's something, because I'm a starter, I can start attracting help for. But I want to make sure somebody else isn't already doing that, because then I want to support them if they're doing that. I don't want to go duplicate that when we can do so much more together, folks. It's not just about savings. We can save more together if we can contribute and do more together as well. And that's a lot what the dynamic of this council seems to be to me. There's a you were sharing with me that everybody gets along.
Yeah.
That it's more diverse an area, yet everyone gets along.
Isn't that amazing?
It really is.
You know why? Because I believe our hearts are in the right place, Cindy. Our city, and we all want to bring our talents to the table. There are many talents. There are 9 of us, 9 unique talents, and you can see, if you watch the city council meetings, you can see those different talents come forth. You can see where one person may be really interested in the numbers. One person's very passionate about social issues. You can see the different districts represented, and each one has its unique challenges. And you can see other districts, look at other districts, be informed and educated,
yes,
and say, wow, thanks for bringing that to my attention. I want to help you with that. That's what's working together. Is this council has been extremely, I think, positive and we've shown by example. And I say that not from sitting up on the dais. I say that because the people who come and speak to us at the end of our meetings have said this. And they appreciate the new look, the new energy, and there's a lot of spirit. And sometimes it gets pretty spirited. And you know what? That's okay. Welcome to American politics.
I love that. Hello. It's just like it's not. I'm a passionate person, and it's very hard for me not to get a little loud and not to get a little wound up, because I'm passionate about things, and that's how my passion comes out. And that's what we need. We need people who can bring their passion respectfully. And argue. People think arguing is a bad word. Arguing is a very good, necessary thing. We need to argue things out to get to a conclusion, to get to common ground, and then shake hands and walk away friends and agree to disagree and move forward.
I guarantee with founding of our country, there were a few voices raised in some meetings.
Yeah, you think?
I think.
Oh my goodness!
but we don't really raise our voices, so to speak. We have a lot of passion. We have a lot of heart. We have a lot of different vision. We've challenged some things. We've looked at it as a group. We spend a lot of time with each other on Tuesday, starting at 1:30. Public's always strategic planning meetings, and then we go into 3 o'clock and we discuss the items that we're voting on at 6. And during the week, I will say there is a lot going on. We actually go to other districts. We meet with each other. We when I say meet with each other, not in violation, but we go to events in each other's districts so we can have a better understanding and meet other constituents, because as though, we represent our districts, and I represent the great people in District 4, and it's a very big honor, very big privilege for them to put their trust in me. But I also represent the city.
Yes.
And the city's as an ambassador to the city, and I need to understand what's going on in the other districts.
And that's something I really commend you for. And I see you. I'm very involved in the community. As you know, I serve on 2 different council boards. I'm involved in several different organizations, and I'm at a lot of activities. And I see you a lot, and I commend you because you do run a business, but you are able to participate and get involved in a lot of things, and you're very approachable. It's a very necessary part of the role, but it's not that everyone doesn't intend to do that, because Dr. Carol Burrs, she's very involved.
Very involved, and actually I work very closely with Dr. Burrs. Our districts join, And you can see us working together at a lot of meetings, whether
Yes.
it's neighborhood or CPICs.
And I'm not saying someone else isn't involved. These are just the people that I cross paths with a lot.
Sure.
Erskine Oglesby's coming on the show next week.
Great
And
man.
I run into him a lot. He gets out there and gets involved. And that's how I know things. That's how I'm learning things. That the thumb on your pulse of the community kind of thing is, if it's important for you as a business, it's definitely important for you as a council person.
Absolutely.
It's because things do change on a regular basis, and you need that feedback to be approachable. And that does seem to be the synergy of this group. And as a citizen, it inspires me and gives me such hope. Hope is key, because there's a lot of hopelessness out there about our country and where it's going, and it starts with community. And if we can create that here in our community, it can go on to other communities and affect our country.
It can. Let me tell you, I was in a community safety coalition meeting yesterday with community leaders from all over the city, and getting an update on crime statistics and what's going on, and helping our students in our schools and what's being done. And I tell you what was interesting, the word relationship. We all said it together like 5 times, and now that's in my head. It's in my heart already, but now it's in my head today. And what we're talking about is the relationships. Well, the relationships that I think that we're building as a council is strong. I believe the relationships we're building with the community. I want to give some positive moment to our chairman, Mitchell, who, when we first started, we changed the format of our city council meetings by allowing more time for the public to speak. And I think that was important. It used to be 3 minutes. It went to 5. Now, we do have to keep it at a certain time frame because we do have the people's business to take care of.
Right.
But that was a gesture that I thought was extremely powerful, that we want. I mean, we're there to listen to you, and we're there to hear what you have to say. And by increasing that time, I thought that was a very good show of leadership.
And I've intended to make council meetings, and with all my networking and so forth, I'm never able to make it. I've actually have it on my calendar because it's earlier this year. I mean, this week. And next week's at 4:00
yep,
because of
National Night Out.
Yes, National Night Out. Yeah, very
I'm
wonderful event. And I put it on my schedule to get by there because I'm more excited than ever. I mean, I didn't really have a real need to go. It's like I keep up with what's going on. I see a lot of the notes, from the meetings and so forth like that. But I'm really inspired now to get by there. And I love what you said about relationship. That is my passion. The core of Cindy's Choice is to keep this going on, to keep, that's what we're put here for. We are put here for relationships with each other, relationships with God.
Amen.
And relationships with each other. That's it. That is the core of our existence. And that we're getting away from that in our society now. With social media and technology and so forth, it's more of an effort than ever. So it's weird. I don't know what made me think of this, but I have so many young people, really young people, don't look at my notes when I say this, but tell me I have really pretty handwriting. And there are a lot of our young people. That's another form of communication, personal communication that we're losing.
They're not teaching cursive.
I know. And I'm like, because they're like, I can't write like that. And it's just like, my heart sinks because that is personal communication. What we're doing right now is personal communication. And that's what I'm trying to help people understand is nothing beats relationships when it comes to business marketing, when it comes to leading a city, when it comes to, leading a business, whatever you're doing, when it comes to leading a family, for goodness sake.
Amen.
Nothing beats relationships. It is the core of our existence, what we're put here for. And that just really, that you nailed it down when you're talking about city government here and the city council, and you brought it down to relationships. This truly encourages, inspires me, and gives me great hope for in a hopeless time. There's a lot of hopelessness out there as far as government and so forth like that. And that's part of my passion is say, no, don't give up hope. That's the worst thing you can do. The hope is that's the key to faith, and nothing's going to happen without hope and faith.
Faith, hope, and love.
Exactly.
The greatest of these is love.
There you go.
Amen.
That's it.
Amen.
Awesome. Well, what are some highlights of the last 6 months that would be worth mentioning?
Well, we passed our budget for 2018. I think that's worth mentioning. 300-page document put forth by the mayor's office. As you know, the county did raise taxes with their
Right.
recent vote to meet critical needs that are identified, and the city also has critical needs. We have a lot of mandatory expenses that have that need to be paid. There's a cost across the board. We have our fire and police pension. We have our general pension. We have medical costs that are going through the roof. Mandatory expenses. We have the hall income tax that is going to show a slight reduction when it's completely phased in. And so the city and the mayor's office looked at how do we start to shore up this shortfall. And as a conservative, I will say that I had to really look at these numbers, and we did an adjusted rate, and the adjusted rate is lower than it was in 2017. Not the certified rate, but it is lower.
Right.
And actually, it's the second lowest rate since 1958, I think.
Well, there you go.
So I mean, and so what that means is across the board in my district, because we ran the numbers, and what we found out was that the impact, and I mean this is a complete average, is $5.80 a person is what we'll see across the board in our district. I mean, the cost of a Taco Bell lunch,
right,
once a month is what the impact. That being said, the impact for my district is so much more. One of the things that we ran on with our campaign was to get the paving and road budget up to $5 million.
Remind the listener of your district.
My district is East Brainerd, includes Hamilton Place, includes the Graysville area to the Georgia line, all the way up to the Summit area, and everything east of I-75
right.
to about Morris Hill Road, if you will, on the east side, the District 4 area. So the District 4 area has tremendous needs. 32% of the growth over the next 10 years projected in the county is in East Hamilton, which includes District 4.
All right, say that again.
32% over the next 10 years growth will be in District 4, County 7, and 9. County 7, District 4 lies within County 7.
Wow.
32% of the growth over the next 10 years. That's a huge number.
I've heard estimations of our population growing by 50,000 in the next 10 years.
They can. The projections, the report that we've read, are showing that our area in East Hamilton County is the hot spot. Yes. The next one is along Highway 58. It's the next hot spot.
There's so many things to attract people here. You know, I talk a lot about, I'm an outside enthusiast, and there's so many people that come here just for what we offer outside. We were in Outside Magazine not 2 years in a row. They won't allow that. But as soon as it was allowed again, Chattanooga was the #1 city in Outside Magazine, best city ever. The innovation, the business innovation that we have going on here, the hub that we are, close to so many other cities. I mean, there's just so many people here. The climate, you know, me coming from Texas, we don't really get 4 distinct seasons.
No,
it's a very long summer there. And, you know, we have a wonderful climate here where we get kind of 4 distinct seasons, and none of them are just too horrible. People think we have a rough, humid summer here, but they haven't lived in Houston for 10 years, so I know better.
I've been to Houston. I can concur with that.
Oh, and another thing that's very exciting that's happened in the last 6 months, we have a new police chief.
We do.
Isn't he awesome? Chief Roddy's, I just adore him. He's awesome.
Let me tell you something about Chief David Roddy. We were in that meeting yesterday I mentioned before, and Chief was talking about the word relationship. Approach to community policing has really, really touched my heart. I believe that the chief is going to move this police department towards an area that we've never seen, to new levels that we have never seen when it comes to respecting and relationship building within our community. And I tell you what, that word is not only so amazingly strong, but it is so true, and it's so great to see that being played across.
I can't wait for the community to get to know him, because I'm so impressed with him, and he did agree to come on my show, and I am going to hold him to that, because it's that I've got to hear him speak at a couple of different meetings, and his message is tried and true, and it's just really encouraging with what you're sharing about the new board, with the new police chief. I literally believe I was led to this city to do what I'm doing. What I'm doing is very innovative.
Mhm.
I could have started it in Houston or Dallas, where I'm from, very easily, but it was intended to start here because it matches the Chattanooga spirit. And I believe there's a spotlight on Chattanooga. I think we're
believe it.
doing amazing things here about nationally and beyond for the things that are going on here. I mean, look at the things that, I mean, something like, I'm so just still amazed that Iron Man comes here and brings thousands of competitors
Isn't that amazing?
to our city. And that opens us up to so much.
And I got to tell you, I got to give that credit to our Chattanooga Visitors Bureau.
Yes.
And Bob Doak, who was, as you know, is retiring.
Yes.
And
I haven't got to meet him. I've had Candace on the show. Candace Davis, she works there over there. And great kudos to them.
An amazing team that has pulled in. I mean, that's some fun stuff for our city.
Yes.
Really, really fun.
Well, we've got about 2 minutes to wrap up here, Councilman Ledford. So what would you tell our listener about how would you encourage them as far as understanding and knowing what's going on in the city and what their participation or involvement would mean to the city?
Well, first of all, you're always welcome to our strategic planning meeting, our agenda meetings, and our city council meetings on Tuesday. Our door is always open. You can reach us through the website. We all have emails. We all have our cell phones posted. If you ever have questions or need more information on something. One of the things that I think is important is that my co-host, Sabrina Smedley, Commissioner Smedley of District 7, who's the vice chairman of the Hamilton County Commission, we do a joint community meeting 4 times a year. And we just had ours last night. It was 2.5 hours long.
She's involved in so much. I don't know how she does it.
I don't know how she does it either. And we had a multitude of guests, including Sheriff Hammond. We had Dr. Brian Johnson talk to us. But
our new school superintendent. Yes,
that's right. And I tell you, by bringing our city and bringing our community together, I get excited about this meeting process.
I'm excited.
Everyone gets to hear the same message. Everyone can get more information, and I think these quarterly meetings are so important. And I'm proud to say that our school board representative for District 7, Joe Wingate, agreed last night to join in and become a part of our quarterly meetings. So we're going to offer, and we may even have plans to expand that, because we really want people to come out and get a full comprehensive message. And we always bring a host of leaders around the city that can answer your questions one-on-one.
Wow.
Not through an email, not through a telephone call, but you can ask them as we're standing here talking to each other about your concerns. And those meetings are so important. And that last night's was just amazing. I didn't want to leave.
This is so exciting. And I'm so excited to have a platform to share this with our community and help people get in touch and get involved and contribute how they can. Chattanooga is a city of change, and it is still changing, constantly changing for the better. And that's an awesome thing. And I thank you, Councilman Ledford, for joining me and sharing with us
Thank you for having me, Cindy. It's been an honor.
Awesome. And thank you to the listener. Join us again next Friday, 11 a.m. on 92.7 FM. That's a wrap.